Life is a resource.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm AB the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Egrix the Bile Bulwark, also known as Gwenom Remorseless. When she attacks in, you unlock the ability to pay life to cast spells from the top of your deck. If that seems like a familiar ability, it's because it's the same one that Bolas's Citadel has, but it requires an attack first. But that attack will benefit you by gaining you life. She has Death Touch and Lifelink to help you pay for some of those spells you're casting from the top. In this deck, we're looking to cast lots of spells off the top, building up value and tutoring for spells like Tendrils of Agony in order to end our opponent, gaining lots of life, draining lots of life, which you can similarly do with Aetherflux Reservoir. You can also chain together pieces of removal to keep your opponent off the board while you swing in with Egrix over and over. This deck is running a lot of the best mono black removal spells and some other just very good mono black spells, some of which will gain you life like Shuldred, and others of which are just going to stop your opponent from ever doing much of anything, taking out their creatures, forcing them to sacrifice, and recurring your own. And if you manage to gain enough life, you can cast whatever you'd like off the top. This deck also has a focus on manipulating the top of the deck, whether it's tutoring to put cards on top or just changing which card is on top of your deck. You're going to notice there's a bunch of fetch lands in here. Those are great with Gwenom because they allow you to shuffle your deck and change what's on top. So let's take Gwenom into the queue and show no remorse. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. I have a little removal, a little ramp, and a way to thin and shuffle my deck, as well as buff my creatures with Liliana of the Dark Realms. She's also sort of removal. She's a funky piece in this deck. Swamp. That's it. Uro, you might be familiar with as one of the Titans. Draws you cards, puts lands into play, gains you life. And that is a hobbit that is going to die. R.I.P. Delighted Halfling. Phew. They're holding priority on something, so I know they have some sort of free spell. I just don't know what kind of free spell. Maybe a subtlety? We'll see when I try to cast this if it ends up back on top of my deck. They're exploring. Playing a blue source, Botanical Sanctum. I'm gonna try it. Liliana of the Dark Realms. I think it's a subtlety. It's not very subtle. Holds priority at all times. Can be cast for no mana. Yep, I'll keep her on top. Now here's Uro to ramp them up. They draw. They get an island into play. And I could go for Egrix again. Or I could go for Egrix. Or I could go for the Liliana again. I think I prefer the Liliana this turn. Just because, like, there are a lot of counterspells that can hit my commander that they could be playing that wouldn't hit this. This guarantees me getting more lands. And it gives something that's harder for, like, Simic to get rid of. Fetch lands go to the graveyard, feeding Uro. Tamiyo. Tamiyo stops them from ever discarding or sacrificing, which is a lot of removal in my deck. And it also fills up the graveyard. They were looking for Wash Away, which makes me think maybe they don't have Wash Away. I like that. Play a land, play the Egrix. Hey, D-Ray, thank you for the sub. Okay, well, if I find a way to kill her specifically, I can save her with the Malakir Rebirth. Or it could be a super bluff. Could be. There's some brave players out there. I have a way to gain some life to offset the life lost from the Egrix. What But I'm also very tempted to use the minus on Liliana to buff up Egrix to gain a ton of life. All right, you got 3 mana. Tamio can return something from grave. Blink of an eye. That would stop me from attacking with this. The One Ring. Are you protecting? Okay, they're protecting. I think I'm going to save that for manipulating the top of the deck, though, and use Malakir Rebirth just to save this through an attack. So I'm going to attack Tamio since I can't deal damage to them. We have an Arc Enemy's Charm on top, so I'm not even going to wait for them to block. I am going to exile Uro.
My research has been compromised.
Play land. There's another land on top, plus with Liliana.
Witness my power.
Tendrils already. I could draw it off Mind Stone, but instead I'm just gonna up my storm count. Oh, I can't target them. Okay, never mind. Put that in hand. They're probably like, what's this person doing acting a fool? Ignore me! I thought this one was each opponent. Nope, it targets. I can target myself, by the way, but it's just neutral. It works okay if you are, like, mage crafting. Alright, Uro, Oracle of the Alpha. They have the Power 9 now in their deck. Witch's Cottage does not have a creature to put on top. I can make my swamps tap for infinity mana. Cute. Woo! Black market connections. Love that. Nothing has left yet, but I can still target this. Oh, no, nothing's left. Castle, opposition agent. Eeny, meeny, miny. Left side. Plussin. Boots. Killing my own Grey Merchant, yes. Bringing back my Grey Merchant. Tendrils. And we storm for lethal. Nice. We got all 10 tendrils. GG. Stella Lee, wild card. I love that this shows up when I'm not the starting player, but I'm alright with this hand because we need to interrupt their spell slinging before they can combo off with cards like exactly this one. Twisted Fealty is actually an infinite combo with their commander. So I am going to just make them discard it. Not that there aren't ways for them to recast it. I want to get rid of it right now. That is a way for them to just drain me out and win all in one turn. They do have a Stifle, which I need to be mindful of. But I want to interrupt some of the cards they have. I think they might actually stifle this ability so I can't hit, like, Vivi. Yeah, they're totally doing it. I don't get to exile, but I do get a 1/1 with lifelink. Yay! I love 1/1s with lifelink. What do you mean, gamble? Could be something that lets them recast that from the graveyard. And if you want to know what is the lethal with that, you continuously untap her, putting a new Wicked token, which makes the last one fall off, which deals 1 damage to you, and it gets copied infinitely, because when you untap her, you can tap her again to make another copy. That's how it goes! I'm gonna use up some of my lands here to get rid of Vivi. Call it lingering trauma. Stella Lee, wild card. Stella Lee. Gonna go check out my cool demon. I'm just gonna be doing the life drain here. And swinging in for 1. We know they have this utter insignificance, which will be able to turn off my commander. But I have a backup. I have actual factual Bolus's Citadel, and this is Bolus's Citadel as a creature. Deep analysis. They have cast a spell. They have hit my face. Ow, 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 ow. Demon. Yeah. I need more life so I can spend more life. I love spending life. Has anybody picked up on this yet, that I just really like paying life? It's a resource! It's like mana, but it hurts. They could pay life. That's their second spell! What did they get? What did they get? They got a Pinnacle Monk. I guess they could play it as a land. Can you cast or play? Yeah, play. Not gonna pay the 3 life, since they just don't need it. We know they have utter insignificance, so I'm gonna go for the Citadel. Dang it! Are you gonna turn my demon into a wee little thing? Okay, now I don't have a demon, so I'll go back to losing life. I can still play off the top if I had removal, but I don't. Darn. Hopefully they don't get a Prismari Command or an Abrade or similar. Ooh, instead they got a good Storm card. Burgi, God of Storytelling. Where's the third? Oh, Treasure Vault. Okay, I was like, where's their third artifact? It's right there. Somebody wondering if Platinum Angel's in Arena? Oh, it's in Arena. It is very much in Arena. You could put it in this deck, but if you don't have life to pay, you can't pay life. It doesn't work with her. But Ashiok does. Yeah, there's like a weird caveat with life. You have to have life in order to pay it. So like if you had 1 life left, you would only be able to cast something that costs exactly 1 life. Or 0. Or, sorry, 1 mana, which turns into 1 life. What you gonna do with all that mana? We got Seagate Restoration and Exile. That is too high cost of a spell. I'm watching you closely. And they're burning up that mana. They do have a mana of any color. Alright. 1 ring. Okay, a counter spell. Onyx. That is a swamp on top. Toxic Deluge. 1, 2, 3, 4. We love paying life. Also gain a little life. There's another land on top. Rude. So I'll pay a life. Move those into the graveyard. Egrix. Iron Crag. Haste. Gaining 5 life. Gaining 5 life and then paying 3 life. And then paying 2 more life. Oh, I don't want to fatal push my own creature. Well, howdy, Stella. Mox Amber, you say? That's their second spell. They got a land. I can't pay the 6 for black market connections. Actually, I could, as long as I Sheoldred's Edict first. Or Fatal Push, or both. Wait. I'm literally doing this because it costs 1 life to gain 2 life. The shapeshifter's a demon, and I can give it haste too. This doesn't kill her. This will, though. I'm setting up to gain as much life as I can so I can pay the 6. For you, chat. They're considering. It doesn't do anything. Except it does increase my life total. Wait, no! Ah, dang. They left before I could cast more instants. GG. Illis Ilcor Sadistic Pilgrim. This is going to be a life-gaining deck that's going to be casting and killing their own creatures to make my life total go down and theirs go up. It's Aristocrats, usually played with lots of other Blood Artist and Soul Sister effects, sometimes with a bigger focused on life gain and sometimes more on like the reanimation and sacrifice side. Ooh, that's a really good life gain payoff. That lets them pay the life. Swords to Plowshares hits my commander, though. Can I let them have the Aerith? Yes. I will play this game with a single-minded focus on the art of paying life. In fact, I will pay life right now for the honor, for the privilege of paying more life next turn. They gain a life. Number go up. That's really cool of you to have number go up. What if number went down? Ooh, a jet medallion. Yeah, no pain, no gain. Shadow Devil, thank you so much for the sub. Also, thank you for subscribing for the next 6 months in advance. Are you ready to see a very large woman? Eris, for some reason, has been hitting the gym. And she's getting swole. Also, when she dies, she will buff up other legends. Sharing her counters, sharing the love. I think I should just go for the treasure right now. And I want to use my commander, even though Ugin is available to me this turn. I'm doing what the commander does and swinging in with it. I guess I could have also stabbed everybody with crocodiles, which is very fun. So we pay some life. I'm down to 11. They have not hit me. Actually, did they hit me once with Lunarch Veteran? They might have hit me once with Lunarch Veteran. No, because I did this. Yep, put that back. And number go up. And now number go down. Earth. They chose the same card I chose, and I don't want to use the treasure up for the Speed Brood. Because I want to save that mana in case I want to use it for Ugin. Because exiling permanents can be good. Bitter Blossom. Nice. That'll get them blockers each turn for just 1 life. Again, I'm just going to go for 1 mana here. I have good cards in hand. Replaying my commander, paying 2 life in the meantime. Giving her haste. Gonna go get him with Gwenom. And I'm not playing the land first because I could use it to shuffle. Or just, like, play land off the top because we found a land directly on top. Okay, Hagra Mauling. It's worth it. It's life. We love life. Pay life is good. Pay life is great. Oh, that's actually exactly what I want. Tendrils. I hit you. And I am going to copy and copy and copy that spell. Nice. That gives me even more to pay. I do not have a demon right now. I'm going to tutor for a swamp. Still a land on top. We pass the turn. Lose 2 life. Draw a card. Oh, wait. No, I do have a demon. This is a demon. I was like, why did I gain life there? Shapeshifters is everything. It's a demon. Nice. Right? Like, sweet man. I will just make the treasure. I'm trying to decide how we go for lethal. I'm gonna play this crocodile to get rid of their blocker. Swing in. And they had no removal. I was a little worried about a kill spell. We win the game. GG. Ren and 6. Probably going to be strip mine a clock because they will be able to play it, remove my lands, and then bring it back from the graveyard. Also, they're quite good at dealing 1 damage at a time to various other creatures that would otherwise pose a threat early to Ren and 6. Something like here is I do have a little graveyard exile. I have a Dark Ritual or an Inquisition. I'm actually going straight up Dark Ritual, Black Market Connections, turn 1. My life total is less relevant than my ability to generate mana outside of lands. And doing this lets me pay the 6. And I will, because paying life is fun, free, and easy. Nice monkey. Oh, cool. I got a swarm yard. Fun fact, this is an insect, and this is a spider. Nissa and Tireless Tracker, and they concede. I see that land destruction. This is land destruction. This is land destruction. I can block the Ragavan, and I can win the game. It's Dino Pants! They're gonna be discovering whenever a dinosaur enters play, and many versions of this deck are actually blink decks or combo decks, using Pantlaza to discover specific spells, and then casting and casting and casting to end the game all on 1 turn. Let me ramp over here. I got ramp. I believe this means it's probably not the combo variant of the deck, which is probably good for me. I can Iron Crag into Crashing Drawbridge and hope to get a land next turn. You're wondering if they like dinosaurs? I mean, this person's name is Dino, and I can't read the symbols. There's one of these is a backwards E. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a face. I think it might be supposed to be a face. It's Dino Joe. Yo, what's up, Dino Joe? With the Pantlazos. If I don't get a land, maybe I can steal a land. Criminal thoughts, criminal behavior. Please. I want to see your dinosaurs. Okay, there we go. Carplucin Forest. They have 4 mana now. Are you going to animate a land? And just smack me with it? You totally could. No, they're going to sacrifice a land to get 2 more. See, if I had the opposition agent and they did that on my turn, my lands. No matter the deck, I am always thinking of crimes. All right, so this is an uncounterable dinosaur. That's cool. I'm going to see if I can go off this turn. No. Haste. Gwenom. Ashiok will prevent me from paying life. I'm into it. Also lets me manipulate the top of the deck. I will go for the card draw. We exile cards. There's a Bajuka Bog. We are going to plus to move that away. I will put the Bog into exile and put the Nykthos into hand. Oof. Wait. That was just the end step trick. I was like, wait, do I have something else? No, it's just that. With Rhythm of the Wild, they'll also be able to haste Pantlaza and any other cast creatures at Ashiok. Saved me three life. Oh, they're going for the +1/+1 counter. And they hit Stalwart Speartail, which they buffed this card. It was already very strong. So now, whenever it attacks, you don't have to pay. It just deals the damage to each creature in each planeswalker, triggering its own Enrage to make all dinosaurs stronger forever. And this is on a 3-drop. Was that 4 lands in a row for me? Yup. Yeah, 3 mana 4/4 that perma buffs everything? Yeah, don't worry about it. Ashiok's dead. What a shame. We can like Shouldred or something first. I would rather just go for the attack though. It's like I could also make a demon, swing in with that. Alright. No more pants. So no blockers. Why'd they kill Ashiok? Because they did nothing wrong. Ashiok knows what they did. Cool. Gary. Shouldred. Klein. This exiles, because I was like, if there's a way for me to kill this right here, that would be so great, because I could reanimate it. Now we're just going to take the Loam Speaker. Numbers go down. More. And I can cast this stuff from hand if I use the Nykthos, but I would rather keep playing off the top of my deck if I can. Okay. I have 1 extra mana too if I use the Crashing Drawbridge. I am going to unlock. Welcome to Demonopolis. Cute. Okay. Now they lose life. Oh, I could cling too. Sure. I mean, do it when I got it. Discard 2 cards. I'll drop the lands. Yeah, Carrie did plenty of damage that turn. Oh, clippity cloppity. They can saddle up the Speartail to make a menagerie of dinosaurs, which will all buff each other. The dinosaurs will go away. Actually, oh, they don't buff because they don't get an attack trigger. Oh, that's kind of sad. I will block this. That's free. That's free, I guess. That'll buff, though, since I dealt damage to them. They go away. And now we can just attack, and I don't need to do anything else. Weehaw! Sorry, dinos and horses. We got mono black things to do. Vorinclex Monstrous Raider is going to be doubling counters on all permanents and having the ones on mine. Now, they're a mono green deck, but I think Opposition Agent will probably still have some hits since they oftentimes tutor for lands in green to put into play. So I will keep this. I will play this Malakir Rebirth just tapped as a start. Crashing Drawbridge on turn 2. Aw, Paw Patch Recruit. I wonder if they're a actual +1/+1 counters deck. I think I've run into Mango King in the Vorinclex deck before. Oh, apparently there are Gwenom CEDH decks going around. Yeah, when you have things like Sensei's Divining Top to manipulate the top of your deck, you can do a lot of nasty business. Very, very nasty business. Okay, I'll block the Paw Patch. Vivian! They can now kill this by targeting their Paw Patch recruit and getting ready for the damage. I'm gonna flash out this opposition agent to attack Vivian. Hello. Yum yum yum. Ooh, and I have a cut down too. Something notable about cut down here is it will buff the non-targeted creature. I'm going to hit Fanatic, which will put a counter onto the Paw Patch recruit. And then I'm going to exile that Fanatic out of their graveyard. Oh, goodness. You use Necropotence and you tutor a Reservoir to the top. Because you can just keep exiling things. That makes sense. Like, makes sense why it would work. I'll play Egrix. Egrix is a very solid blocker. The Death Touch lifelink does it. And with fast mana, you get this on turn 2. I mean, we got Dark Ritual here. I'm not even running Chrome Mox in this deck. I could put Necropotence in my brew. In we go. Alright, we know there's an Ancient Tomb on top of the deck. If I would like to, I could save Egrix here. I don't think it's something I need to do, so I won't. Just kill those two. They will get the treasures. And immediately bricked on top, so I can beseech. I don't have anything to sacrifice, though. That's fine. I can just tutor. And I have 3 mana, so I can look for something that I'd be able to play at 3 mana, like Virtue to kill that Paw Patch recruit. Or maybe Liliana, actually, to make them sacrifice it. I kind of like that. I could also play something that moves things off the top of the deck. Oof, I hit another land. Okay.
A fight? And you think you can win? Sacrifices must be made.
It happens. Hi, Vorinclex. You have free reign of Hidden Liliana.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
We already know what's on top of the deck. It is a swamp. I'm probably going to wait until they cast something and then Archenemy's Charm, or I could just go for Egrix. It's a matter of, like, how scared am I of them playing something crazy next turn or, like, ulting a Planeswalker. I'm going to say, you know what? It's Gwenom time. At least they can't tutor for one. They can't tutor for, like, whatever creature they would want. Like, whatever big Hydra. I have life to give. Opposition Agent. It's a silly card. I mean, I'm running maximum, like, fetch lands in my deck because it helps me manipulate the top of the deck for the commander. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a silly card. So Prime Time, it's a May, but I control the search. I'm going to get to pick cards from this. So I'm going to take this lair and a fetch land that, actually, you know what? 2 fetch lands that hit black. Thank you. Egrix. Oh my god, and I can see what's in their hand. It's Green Sun Zenith. Yeah, that's cool. I will start by getting rid of this. Oh, I have a free attack. Oh. Pylons. I can surveil. That doesn't have a hit. That doesn't have a target. Hey, Verdant Catacombs. Eight life. Sure. Life is a resource, chat. We pay the life, we gain the life. I can use this to gain more life or draw a card. If I do it to draw a card, I have to hit my own graveyard. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boots! Ah, bricked. Okay. Amy with no fear of a 6/6 with haste. I got life linkers! Life is a resource. You're scary, though. But not scary enough to stop me. GG. Flubs is going to be, well, cantripping through his entire deck, playing tons of lands each turn, and eventually finding whatever way they win, whether it's a Thassa's Oracle or similar. They got ways through. I'll drop this Palaka Predation. It is sort of a land, but this is also a land. I like that this is my fast mana in this deck. Flubs is usually like a landfall deck that's... It's kind of like a storm deck. It's kind of hard to describe. It goes, and it just keeps playing cards, and if it has cards in hand, it bricks, and if it doesn't, it keeps going. Flubs just is. Flubs is flubbin'. 100% flubbitude. Got Lava Spur Boots. Next turn, I could go Black Market Connections, or Celestis, but I'd probably go for the Black Market Connections. Mox Amber. This, that, the other. Okay, Mox Opal. Oh, you can Opal into Flubs. I don't think they want to with this many cards in hand. Usually you have, like, a landfall piece out first. Okay, or you just empty your hand. Which they have done successfully. You wish you could play one with nothing in Flubs? He would love that card, but it is sadly in black. So let's see how deep they can go this turn. Here comes Flubs. They have one card in hand. They play it. It's a land. Card goes into hand, and it's not something they can use. I'm going to go Treasure Card Draw, because I'm planning on wiping the board this turn. Next turn, I can Egrix, give it haste. Are you flubbing? 1-800, are you flubbing? Here comes Flubs. Exploration lets them play even more lands. I wish they didn't put this in this format, but they did, so now we have to deal with it. Okay, land. Do you get something that costs 4 less? It was probably a land. Whatever, pay the 6. I'm a brave girl. I guess I could Ugin and Celestis here. Nah, I know what I'm here for. It's making my commander go. And we do. Swinging in with Egrix. I can now play off the top of my deck. At the cost of life. Okay, what is it? Show me your secrets. Okay, it's a land. Yeah, I'll pay 6. Reanimate. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Tangled Florahedron. 0. I'm just paying 3 life here. It's fine. Thoughtseize I already know won't hit anything. I could still keep going. I'm not going to, though. Just two decks that like to keep going. But because now they have 2 lands in hand, they are bricked for this turn. They can't do anything. And I guess we win. GG. Imskir Iron Eater. Imskir is an affinity for artifacts commander that then throws the artifacts directly at you. I have a turn 1 Dark Ritual here, which is hard to resist because I could play this on turn 2 and then get this out super fast. But they usually have a lot of removal. So I think I'm going to mulligan to try and find more useful cards to stomp them. This is oftentimes like good artifacts and artifact synergies. So I will say that. Cool. Like seeing the Beseech with the Solemn Simulacrum. That's kind of fun. I can check out their hand next turn or set up the Soothsayer. Set up Haste. I want to see what's in their hand. Hell to Pay, Arcane Signet, and Mirror Enforcer. Mirror Enforcer is one of the best cards for them to throw. I'm gonna hit the Hell to Pay. It makes a bunch of treasures because it would be able to kill my bat. And make them treasures. Rust Harvester, by the way, also a weirdly good card. I'm surprised I don't see this card more. Maybe it's just because it's a little slow, but I feel like it's really strong. I don't think they'd be tutoring this turn. I'm off by 1 turn for that anyway, so I'm gonna just Sanguine Soothsayer and swing in. Bunch of S sounds here. Sanguine Soothsayer and I swing in. They can easily play their commander. How much does this cost right now? Discount of 3. Okay, so not enough. They don't have any lands that discount it. They also do not have an artifact in their graveyard to yeet at my bats. Flame Slash, getting them the Hell to Pay. They can use that to kill the Soothsayer and make a couple extra tokens. More artifacts for them. Nice. Now they have a 2-mana commander that's going to draw them a ton of cards. Solemn Simulacrum. Is that or the Drawbridge? Aw, they're starting with a Candy Trail. Probably for free Mirror Enforcers. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're checking out what's on top of their deck. It's all things they want. That's a free frog. Here comes Imskir, and they draw 6. Sorry, 4. Prismatic Vista. Cranial Ram. I might be able to steal something off the Vista if they hold it. Ooh, that's a big Rust Harvester. Hold up. They're not holding it because they can exile something from their graveyard to do? Not yet, but soon, because they'll be able to eat the food. For now, they can just, like, eat this in. This is going to kill me. That's so awesome. I mean... Oh, how dare you do something so cool in your day. No, that's so awesome. I'm going to bargain this away for a board wipe. Because I think I have to. I would like to draw. Thank you. There's Damnation. There she is. Goodbye, critters. Now they can still replay that for 2 mana. They could even give him haste. But this doesn't give menace. No, it doesn't. So I have to, like, survive a turn. Fine, easy, no problem. Help. Maybe I should be, hoping for children's. A hasty Imskir draws them cards. They lose a little life. Handful. I still want to build Imskir. This is like, it's on my to-brew list, and I just put it on various polls in chat, like, hey, do you want to see me brew Imskir? And they don't pick it. So maybe I should just say, you know what? We're brewing this deck. We're brewing it because I want to. Because I think it's neat. Bread. Mistaken for Rakdos? I mean, he is a Rakdos-colored demon. Wizard Rockets! You voted for Imscure? Imscure was the runner-up in the poll today between, let me see, who did we have competing here? We had Gwenom, Imscure, Cloud, Superior Spider-Man, and Craven. This won by 3 votes. Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. I can let this die and replay it. Surprise! It's a different chump blocker! Yeah, this would trade, but I don't want them to play it again. Right now, the things they'd be throwing at me aren't that strong. This is, like, the best thing to throw, because it's 7 damage if they do. Blood! Wait, couldn't they have grabbed it and, like, yeeted it children? I don't want that. They want to put the ram on the harvester and use it to kill me. Haha. That's not what I needed. That's not what I needed at all. Well, at least I can regenerate my commander, because she's a spider. Question for people who know Spider-Man lore. Why is Gwenom not a human anymore and just a symbiote spider? Is there like a reason for that? Should I know this? Her type line got too crowded? Oh. Okay, that's fair. They have lethal? That's fair. That's so cool, though. I like this card, Rust Harvester. GG. Ketramos, the New Dawn, is going to be exiling everybody's permanents to draw cards. I have a way to kill him, a way to exile him, and I guess I'll keep this, even though this is not the best hand against a Ketramos for multiple reasons. I'm going to start by Bajuka-bogging nothing, because if 7 cards go into exile, their commander can now attack and block, and I don't want that. So I'm just playing this as generic mana. All right, what are you making me discard? Cut Down or Toxic Deluge or Arch Enemy's Charm. Yeah, Arch Enemy's Charm makes sense. I'm going to play this Hagra Mauling. It comes in as a tapped land. Two mana. Gonna make me discard again? Please don't. Yerrick's Fenlurker. They are making me discard again. I'll drop the Cut Down. I ain't using it on you. This could, by the way, be a Blink version of Ketramos. Oh, nice. I got a Dark Ritual, so I'm going to try to speed out Egrix. I'm hoping they don't have removal for her, but, like, they probably do. All right, Gwen, are you ready? You can live forever for me. Oh, exiles a card from their hand. Okay, Fell the Profane. Oh, Mr. Bones Wild Ride. Looking at any creatures in graveyard, there are none. We swing in. How much life am I gonna pay? And why is it all of it? Chat, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I'll just go for the card draw side. That makes me lose life later. Boop. I'm putting an end step stop. Okay. If I get an instant, there's a chance I'm able to use it. Look at me and my lands. Don't touch her. It's a board wipe. Boo. I could Thoughtseize. I think I'd rather actually just make this demon. It starts draining them. And they just fired off a board wipe. Hetromos. They still have mana up. Hopefully that mana does nothing, though. I'm seizing your thoughts. Alright, there's their card draw. I'm getting rid of their board wipe. If they animate Hive of the Eye Tyrant, I'm going to push it. Don't ask how that works, but it's what we're gonna do. Soul Cauldron can let anything adapt. I'm like trying to think of what abilities they can grab. Yeah, I think adapt and I guess Fenwalker has this +1/+1 until end of turn. That's cute. Also, they draw a card. Push it real good. Do 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 do. I can't be thinking of other music when Life is Beautiful is playing. Good old Deadly Premonition. Oh no, do you have like a Mortify? Aw, Anguished Unmaking! My really cool house. Okay, well, they have 10 life left, and I have a 6-power demon. So that's kind of nice. Shame I can't kill them, and shame that they can actually gain life back. Here's Gwenom! They get rid of Mr. Bones. This draws them a card. They lose a life. If they use Ruthless Negotiation for flashback, it will also go to exile. So they'll be able to attack and gain 6 life. I'll exile. You know what? Fatal Push. I can't do anything with it. They have 2 mana up. Grand Abolisher. Oh, okay, I mostly cast things at sorcery speed anyway. Well, let's start this the easy way. I pay life. What else is new? And then I swing for 10 and you die. Nice. GG. Effie, Fast Learner. As played by Mad Mackie. Hey, that's the person who requested the Effie deck as part of my subathon. Literally playing the deck that I brewed for them. Hold up, let me hit them with a hey. Hey, Mad Mackie. It's literally the like deck I put together for this person. Well, I hope they like it. Play that. Boots. That's cool. It is cool. At least I think it's cool. I think it's cool if I can make a deck for somebody and actually see it. Got this opposition agent ready to go. We know about the Arid Mesa. I will say this is a mismatch, though. Effie should not play against Egrix. Especially not when that's happening. Okay, what land do I want? Yeah. Sorry, Mad Mackie. I hope you like the deck, but we're doing villainous things here. Kenrith, the Returned King, has 5 colors of abilities and is a 5-color commander. And I'm going to see what flavor of Kenrith they are based on their hand. Okay, they are control, 120% control. They can exile things, they want to ramp, they want to get rid of my cool mana rocks and gain life, but they can gain even more life off this ability right here in white. I'm going to hit their ramp to start. Let's see if I can bap them with the bat. We wait. They finally show me their secrets. Oh. They're veiling. You run Veil of Summer in your 5-color deck? Alright. I'm going to cycle this, since I'll need more land to pull off what my commander's doing. And Liliana's always a good card. A Dark Ritual, are you going to haste out Kenrith? Oh, actually, they don't have enough for Kenrith. Are you going to use Kaya to start exiling my permanents? Rude, but okay, understandable. I will not go for Liliana here. I will go for this Shuldred, though. Shuldred would be hittable with this, but they don't have enough mana for it. And I'm hoping I get another land soon so I can speed Broodstock or get rid of Kaya. You want to draw cards, right? You can gain life. You love gaining life. They're rifting Shuldred back into hand. I'll speed Broodstocker. They do have double blue up, but they also have double white up. So I'm hoping this is what's holding priority here. And they're not, I don't know, some sort of cheeky mana drainer. Speed Broodstocker, you have to choose one of your creatures to sacrifice. There's only one, or creatures or planeswalkers. There's only one, so it gets chosen. If they get a land, they could exile the Speed Broodstocker and reanimate that in a couple of turns. Now am I finally clear to play my commander? Let's go. Swinging in. They can block. I'm not gonna Liliana kill that. Move it to command zone. Yeah. What you got? Oh god, I have to pay the extra 2? Lame! Swan Song. Monkey. There's a land. And I'll replay Shuldred. If they'd like to, they could bring back Kenrith, or they could bring back Kaya. They chose to put Kenrith into the graveyard, though, so I'm kind of assuming they're planning on bringing back Kenrith. Even though Kaya would be great removal for Shuldred, they could instead, I don't know, fight this if they had more mana. They don't have triple green and 6 total. Alright, so I can just use the various abilities on here. Liliana of the Veil. Rid them of their foul commander. Just realized I have enough mana for the Citadel. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't.
Off you go.
Solemn Simulacrum. Grabbing me a land. And then I'm getting 2 Arden mana. I do like Arden mana. This card's very good. Creatures in graveyard is the Crocodile. And they didn't get a land, so we're gonna win. GG. Murata Neuron Hacker. This is a mono blue Paradox Engine deck. And they're going to be casting artifacts for free. This is Lady Octopus, I think is the in-universe or like Spider-Man name. All right, let's see. Repurposing Bay, Stern Scolding, Flux Channeler, and Midnight Clock. I'm gonna hit Repurposing Bay because that's the tutor they have. It would be allowing them to like pod up into scarier things. And a creature. I don't know how many creatures I have with the power or toughness 2 in this deck. I have the bats, maybe. Nice. Killing her early means that it's a lot harder for her to start building up, what are they called? Ingenuity counters. Nice. Oh, Gary is a 2/4. So true. Marauder returns. They have 3 mana. They chose not to cast Flux Channeler, which to me says they have something. I will go for Spider. Are there other spiders in my deck? No. But I'll take what I can get. I don't think they'll have a way to kill it. Usually you just bounce stuff. Oh, they're just drawing cards. Which, if they had done that... Oh, no, it's each turn. I was going to say, it's like, it's on their turn. No, it's on each turn you can get the counters on her. She's a villain. She's chilling like one, too. When they cast non-creature spells, they'll be getting more counters. Don't look! That's my hand! What the heck? Do I have any other symbiotes or heroes in my deck? No. Gross. Transit Mage is able to tutor for the nasties in this deck. The Paradox Engines and the similar. But they're going for 1 ring. They can play it for free and still activate it with Mox Opal. And they'll get to draw more off that soon, too. Stops me from killing them this turn, because I can't hit them. There are some ways for me to make them lose life, like Liliana. Sorry, Professor Onyx. Liliana. Ooh, okay. Swinging in. You should double block. You should double block, please. I don't get to gain any life right now. Which is lame. Okay, land. Gotta cling to dust. It also can, like, Stern Scolding something. The Repurposing Bay. That'll move that swamp off the top. Oh, other Liliana. Clark, thank you for the sub. Welcome to my vile game plan here. I'm gonna take that Flux Channeler. Because I have a Planeswalker. I'm like, I can start casting those if I need to. I don't think she would be ulting this turn anyway, though. It's going to move that Damnation off the top. It is not what I crave this moment. Ooh, Sheoldred. Inquisition is... I can't target them. Because of the whole hexproof. But I could target me. I actually don't mind. Oh, wait. I forgot life totals. I needed to draw first. I thought I had 3 life left because I miscounted. Well, we knew it was going to happen at least once in the video, right? Flew too close to the sun. I love paying life. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. It's always fun to be a mono-black villain for an hour or two. This deck worked out pretty well, and I'm not going to say my brew is the best version of it, but it certainly does work. While recording, I wasn't able to do, like, a Necropotence game with Ashiok out and, like, empty the entire deck, but that is, like, the dream with this. And I had a lot of fun playing the cards that I did manage to get out. I found that this being a mono-black commander that's heavy on removal paired well into a lot of the like matchups that I had, but it would definitely suffer more against certain counterspell heavy decks, especially because I have such a heavy reliance on these spells sticking around. Some of these planeswalkers, some of the creatures, they really need to be in play for my deck to do that much. But I still had a pretty good win rate, and I had a lot of fun playing, which that's what matters, right? Having fun is what matters. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. If you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you brew a version of this deck with changes, please let me know. I was actually considering making this a bunch of life gain combos. Think like Veto, Bloodthirsty Conqueror stuff, because I feel like it would work pretty well with the tutors, with the playing off the top, and with the fact that we want to be gaining and draining life anyway. I didn't go with that because I had very recently made a Dino deck that had that same game plan, but I think it would be cool to see that happening with Egrix / Gwenom. So if you do happen to brew that, let me know in the comments because I want to know how it works out for you. And if you'd like to suggest a commander, please let me know in the comments. I'm getting through a bunch of different decks. Some of them are for new commanders, some of them are for older commanders, while we wait for Avatar: The Last Airbender to come out because it's only a few weeks away. So please leave suggestions in the comments. I do read those. And also, you can say other nice things in the comments. Leaving comments helps the algorithm, and helping the algorithm helps me. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.